Hey fam, it's Blanca La Fina, your world empress, and today we are going over our shadow workbook, chapter 4. So, chapter 4 talks about the weight of expectations, exploring life's challenges through emotional narratives. I want to say, if you're just joining, welcome, and to those who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Introducing a new story. In our ongoing quest to delve into the realms of our inner shadows, we come across another compelling narrative, this time the story of Mark. Mark's journey illustrates a different facet of life's challenges, inviting us to explore yet another dimension of our emotional landscape. Okay, are we ready for this? Mark's tale, the weight of expectations. You could only imagine. So, it says here, Mark was a man driven by ambition from a young age. Raised in a family of high achievers, he felt a constant pressure to excel in everything he did. His parents, successful professionals themselves, had high expectations of him, and he internalized those expectations as his own. Wow. Who can relate? Comment below, please. I really need to know. As he grew older, Mark worked tirelessly to meet these expectations. He excelled academically, climbed the corporate ladder, and accumulated material success. On the surface, he seemed to have it all: an impressive job, a beautiful home, and a loving family. Yet beneath the facade of achievement, Mark carried a profound burden. Wow, does that sound familiar to some of y'all? Because I know that hits home with me. For example, I've achieved so many things, and it's still like, okay, is that it? Like, I already achieved that, so what's next? Like, I still feel like I want more. Cheers to you guys for being here with me. So let's see what happens with Mark. He realized that he had been living his life according to others' expectations, and in doing so, he had lost touch with his true self. The weight of constantly striving to meet these external standards had left him feeling empty and disconnected. He longed to rediscover his authentic desires and aspirations. Oh, there goes Mark. He's saying good morning. I think I can relate to that. Like, I've put a lot of expectations on myself, and then it's like, if I don't get what I expect, I'm pissed. And then if I get what I want, it's like, okay, like, I can have more than this, obviously. Never satisfied. So here we go. Self-inquiry through emotional narrative. Mark's story invites us to consider the impact of external expectations on our lives and the quest of self-discovery. Before we proceed with Mark's narrative and the self-inquiry questions, take a moment to reflect on how his story resonates with you. Then delve into the following questions. Relating to Mark, in what ways can you relate to Mark's experience of living up to external expectations, even at the cost of losing touch with your true self? Okay, like, sometimes this can happen to people. We can, like, have people put expectations on us and we accept it as our own. And so now they're our own expectations. We don't even feel like it's that person. We just feel like, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I should do. It's like a must. And then you live up to it and it's like, is that it? Why did I do this? Did I even want this? Comment below if you guys can relate to this. I want to know about your experiences. So here we have a space to write. Write in your journals. Comment below. So let's see what's next. Oh, they got some more writing space in the book. Self-inquiry through emotional narratives. And I want to remind you guys, if you don't have this book, you can just write it in any journal. Write self-inquiry through emotional narratives, and like you can like rewind the video and write down the question if you want. No problem. So the next one we have is the weight of expectations. How have external expectations, whether from family, society, or other sources, influenced your life choices and your sense of self? Ooh. My question is, right? What if someone's expectations of you that they put on you were actually low? Has that happened to any of y'all? I know some people. Go ahead and write in your journals and comment below. I'm gonna keep saying it. Comment below. I want to know your feelings about this because this is interesting. Yeah, if the expectations are low, that's even worse, right? If they're high, at least you'll be a high achiever. Maybe you can see the good and bad side of it. Okay. Rediscovering authenticity. Mark yearned to rediscover his authentic desires and aspirations. Have you felt a similar longing for authenticity in your life? What steps have you taken or could you take to reconnect with your true self? Woo! Now that's a tough one because we live up to the expectations. We're expected to pass school, get a job, get married, have kids. That's usually what's expected of us. Then when we get all those things and it's like, is this really me? Did I really want this? Or maybe we're expected to not even do much. What does that do to a person? So you can write in the journal. Next one says, balancing external and internal expectations. How do you navigate the delicate balance between meeting external expectations and staying true to your inner values and aspirations? Yeah, how can I live up to certain expectations, like let's say just from society, and then how can I fulfill my own true self? Like, how can I really do that? And it actually has a place for you to write in it. If anybody has the answer to that, how can I do that? Please let me know. Of course, comment below. All right, so the next one says, the power of self-discovery. Reflect on the potential impact of self-discovery on your overall well-being and life satisfaction. How might aligning with your authentic self enhance your sense of fulfillment? Now, I had to just pause on that because this right here is really getting deep and I'm really liking it because now it's really making me ask questions. Like, first we were just scratching over the surface in the first chapters, but now this is getting really deep because it has to do with what was expected of me, what I expect from myself, and the list can just go on with what I can write about this. And then if I found my authentic self, you know, would I be fulfilled? Would I be happy? Because like I said, I've accomplished things and it's still like, okay, like what else is next? I want more. You know, that's how I feel. I want more. Mark's narrative reminds us of the significance of exploring the impact of external expectations on our lives and the vital journey of self-discovery. As we move forward in this chapter, remember that these emotional narratives serve as mirrors for our own experiences and challenges. And that is the end of our chapter 4, which was about the weight of expectations. Amazing. Aplauso. I want to say thank you so much for listening and watching your queen. I want you to stay blessed, doing your best. Make sure to like and subscribe. Mwah.